Hi everyone, and thanks for logging on and checking out the blog. I apologize for my appearance. It's about 12:30 Central Time, 1:30 here Eastern Time in Plainfield, Indiana, about halfway between North Putnam High School and Indianapolis, where tomorrow Wrights and Cathedral will play. Covered tonight, Mater Dei and North Putnam, and consider me surprised that Mater Dei did lose tonight. 6-0 was the final on the Cougars' home field. Very impressive football team, very fast on defense, a good tackling team. Maybe the most impressive stat, they held Cody Hess, now the all-time single-season leading rusher at Mater Dei, to just 65 yards on 21 carries. Several times appeared very close to breaking out a long run for Mater Dei and getting the first points of the game for their team. Always seemed somebody from North Putnam there to kind of trip him up before he could really bust out and make a big play. So that was the difference in the game for Mater Dei's offense. The defense played well. North Putnam did move the ball inside the 20 a few times, put the ball on the ground a couple times. That kept Mater Dei in the football game. Missed a field goal. Could have been North Putnam up a couple touchdowns, but won 6-0. The weather was a big factor. It was cold. It was very, very windy. I would say at times gusts maybe 25, 30 miles per hour that were a big factor on passing and on special teams in the kicking game, punting, and also in field goals as well. So, yeah, overall surprised Mater Dei did not win this game because they seem to have a very good balance of passing and running. I talked to Mike Gable and Cody Hess after the game. Here are their thoughts, losing in semi-state.
There's not much you can say, really, in a case like this. They played their hearts out. We didn't play necessarily that well, but you have to give credit to North Putnam. They played a hell of a defense, and they shut us down when they had to, and they came up with the big play on the option pass after they had the one interception. I'm not faulting our kids. We got beat by a good team tonight.
Physically, were they that tough up front, or did you cause them a problem?
They beat us up front, and our guys tried. They had a good scheme, and they executed it really well. I'll give them credit for that. When you shut Cody Hess down, which was their plan, and we had to go pass, and the elements weren't very favorable as far as throwing the ball, so it is what it is.
When you get this close, does it hurt more when you just get away from the state championship?
Well, sure it hurts. That's what every kid wants. That's what every coach wants. And only one gets to go, and they won. They deserve it. I give them credit. But yeah, absolutely it hurts. I feel badly for our seniors. I feel badly for those guys who got knocked out with injuries, and I just feel badly for the team. It doesn't. To the coaches, it's past our time, but these guys deserved it. They didn't quite get there.
It hurts way more. We had one more game to go. We had a drive where we could have put it in, and we didn't execute all the way. And I just credit their team completely. They had a great scheme against us, and we just came one game short, and it's going to hurt for a while.
So Mater Dei's season comes to an end at semi-state, just one win away, just one touchdown away from going back to the state championship game for the first time in 9 years, trying to win their first state championship in 10 years. And that was the funny thing about this, Mike Gable and all the tradition at Mater Dei. The guys on this team had never experienced a moment like this. They played well in stretches, very sound football. I think they only had one turnover. But again, just could not make the big play to win this football game, which is a surprise because these two teams both averaged 35 points plus all season long. I think Mater Dei in their 4 playoff wins had scored over 40 on an average. So to come out with no points tonight was very much a surprise, and maybe the weather was a factor. Mike Gable didn't want to make excuses about it, but had to have been a factor in tonight's game for both teams trying to score the football and advance in tonight's semi-state. So Wrights and Indianapolis Cathedral on Saturday. It's going to be interesting to see if Wrights can be pushed by a team. They've yet to been really challenged this season. It'll be a lot of fun to see them play in a close game and see how they react. Tony Lewis, Matt McIntosh, Kuda Dimmitt, all the guys, see how they react in a close football game. A lot of people think it will be close at North Central High School between Wrights and Indianapolis Cathedral. You have to wait and see how it all turns out. See you next time.